Welcome in, chat. How we doing today? How we doing? How we doing? All right, chat. Wait a couple minutes for everybody to get in here while I start to make my way home. Huh. Oh, wowzer. What are they trying to fix? Damn. Oh. Oh, the cotter pin came out. Oh, that's a bummer. Try to give them a wide berth so they can get stuff taken care of. So, how are we doing today, chat? It is Monday, the 7th of October, 2024. And it just keeps getting nuttier by the minute, my friend. Nuttier by the minute. So, some interesting things that happened over the weekend. A new hurricane is on its way to Florida, and they have told everybody if they can, they should evac. So that's news. That's, prayers out to everybody in Florida. All the linemen that will be helping hook their stuff up are currently out in Georgia and South Carolina right now. So keep them in your prayers for sure. Linemen are a valuable asset that they're a dying breed. It's one of those trades that very few people want to get into because it is slightly more dangerous than most. You're dealing with high voltage at all times, and if you don't cover your ass every day and make sure you're doing it right, you might not be going home. You might end up a fried pork rind on a ladder, and that's never good. Well, not a ladder in a lift truck, a boot truck, or whatever they call that. But yeah. So keep the linemen in your prayers as they work in South Carolina and Georgia. And then once this hurricane passes over Florida, hopefully they will be able to make it over there to help Florida start to recover from the hurricane itself. Now, tell you what, guys, another crazy instance that happened. Kamala Harris did a second interview, but you're never going to believe who she did it with or on what show she did it on. Wasn't MSNBC, wasn't CNN, wasn't CBS, wasn't ABC, wasn't Newsmax, sure as hell wasn't Fox. What's up, Mona? She did an interview on a podcast for a show called Call Me Daddy. It's a sex what am I trying to think? What's it called? It's a sex podcast. What's up, Parul and Jacob? How we doing today? Yeah, call her dad. I'm sorry, call her daddy. My bad. Thank you, Jacob, for the correction. Greatly appreciate it. But the host of Call Her Daddy, after the interview was aired, received so much hate from the Democrat Party and from her own audience. You guys, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. She received so much hate from her own audience. Half of them said they were unsubscribing. Half of them. I mean, that's just insane. I drive a car to get to A and B, Mona, because unfortunately we have to drive here in the modern day and age to get somewhere because horse and buggies don't exist no more. That's why. Or why do I stream while I'm driving? Is that the question you're asking? I am streaming while driving because this is one of the only time gaps I have in my day that I can do something like this with no children, no interference, and I can get get thoughts off my brain without with minimal interruption, so to speak. So that was interesting. Kamala will do anything that she thinks is noteworthy, even though it doesn't seem to get her anywhere. Her campaign is going down in a blaze of fiery glory, and it is hilarious. 1 second, chat. Okay, there we go. Camera was a little dirty. Sorry, I had to fix it for you guys. Give you a proper viewing angle. So that is an interesting aspect of it. Tampon Tim Walz, yeah, he's a real winner. If you guys haven't realized, there seems to be a trend with Democrats where when one of them when a vice president goes up for presidential election, he has to have a dumber VP. Well, Barack had Biden. Biden had Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris has Tampon Tim. What's up, S. Sarkar? How are we doing today? So I fear, I know if, and follow me on this, if Tampon Tim ever decides to run for president, his vice presidential candidate will be the guy that had a stroke and still made it into office. Fetterman. That'll be his vice presidential candidate. Fetterman, while still recovering from a stroke, called Biden the wrecked bridge. You guys, the Democrats are a train wreck. And all they can do is spout hate and garbage about how much of a threat Trump is. And it's, oh, thank you for the like there, Wida. How are we doing today? Doing pretty good myself. It's a beautiful day. Just waiting for traffic to clear up enough if I can get home, change over to my second job outfit, and then I'm going to go for a in-person interview to potentially get a new job. So we'll see what happens. Just contemplating my options, so to speak. If you guys have a nice day out there, give me a big thumbs up. If you guys are in Florida getting ready to evacuate, give me a smiley face. Let me know you're safe, please. This has been one of the most entertaining and crazy political seasons I've experienced in my lifetime. In essence, you could say that I have lived through now 10 elections. 10. Because I am 43 years old, and by the time this election is over, this will be the 10th election that I have lived through. Of the ones I can remember, this is the craziest. Why are you locking your brakes up, dude? Why not just drive a little slower with your big load that you seem to not understand how to drive? Oh boy. I'll pass the troublemaker real quick, chat. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. So it is October, and everybody knows that what happens in October when the political season happens? October surprises. I don't think the Democrats realize the amount of October surprises they're going to have to endure this political season. This election season, it's not the Republicans that are going to endure October surprises. It's going to be the Democrats. And I cannot wait. I have it on good authority from people that are in the know that there are two really key October surprises coming out of which Kamala, Tampon Tim, and a couple other high-ranking Democrats will have no defense for. None whatsoever. And if that doesn't sway the rest of the illicit voters in this country to swing Trump's way to get him on all the swing states, I don't know what will. But it's not like Trump needs him to swing very hard or very far. Trump, I think, is up at least by 4 in every swing state right now. And if it's not up by 4 on the polls you're looking at, they're probably leaning left. Because you got to remember, when Trump faced off against Hillary Clinton, excuse me, 1 second. When Trump faced off against Hillary Clinton, they said it was a 100% chance Hillary was going to win, and she was up by 2 to 3 in all the swing state polls. Then the election happened and she lost miserably. Over 300 electoral votes went to Trump. Right now we're looking at about the same polling numbers. Trump is better than what they were before polling numbers. Trump is either leading or is tied with Kamala in almost every swing state that he needs to win. Now, if you think about that and you compare that to 2016, what happened? What happened when Trump was tied or losing by a couple points? He won, and in huge fashion. As Trump would say it, I won hugely. And now, not only is he not losing by a couple points, but he's winning, or he's tied. I have a good idea he's not going to lose, which is a good thing for this country, for our economy, for those that are suffering in Georgia and South Carolina because FEMA, I guess, is bankrupt. I mean, how are you going to sit there and tell me you're giving what is the equivalent of $6,400 per person in Ukraine to Ukraine, but U.S. citizens are only going to get $750? That's a travesty of justice, y'all. That is a travesty of our country not taking care of who it should take care of first, and that is the American citizen. That's why I support streams that are taking donations through their streams like Rumble and YouTube and X and all that. And they're using that money to buy supplies and then take it down there them damn selves. One of those is something Allen. I'm Graham Allen. There we go. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. Graham Allen, guys, if you guys do not watch him, he's on every morning except for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on YouTube and Rumble. And today, I think he raised close to $800 that they were going to use to buy supplies, shove in a U-Haul truck, and then take down to Georgia and South Carolina for the victims of the hurricane. So they're not playing games anymore. They're doing what they have to do with their hands because the government didn't do it to begin with. And I think everybody needs to understand that. Our government is failing our citizenry right now. And the majority of the citizenry that they're failing just happen to vote Trump. Coincidence? I don't know. Could it be a coincidence? Of course. There's always room for a coincidence. But considering that part of the state that was hit hardest by the hurricane voted 98% Trump, I don't know, guys. That's too much of a coincidence for my liking. Because when people who didn't vote the way you want them to don't get the same help that the people in Katrina got when their hurricane happened out in Louisiana that mostly voted Democrat, yeah, that's a problem. That's a biased government working against the citizenry. And that should never happen. With that being said, guys, I just want to come to y'all and share you some love, to say how much I love y'all interacting with me and enjoying this beautiful drive home. I'm actually going to turn the camera a little bit and switch cameras so you can see what I see. It's a beautiful day in Colorado right now. We are having such a wonderful day. And we are traveling at the speed of Colorado interstates with all the potholes you can have. Hey, if anybody wants some potholes, feel free to come to Colorado. We got more than you could ever load in your vehicle. But we'd sure as hell love for you to leave the potholes and just fill the damn things in, because our city government sure as hell ain't doing it. Because our city government's probably one of the lazy... Guys, I'll tell you what. If you go to the border of Colorado and Wyoming, Colorado and Kansas, or Colorado and I believe it's New Mexico.
Press Uconnect phone button to...
Sorry about that, guys. If you guys can any of those, you will be able to see the difference between a smooth road and the pothole catastrophes that we have here in Colorado. So that being said, guys, I am going to bid you adieu. I have to take care of some stuff, and we will go from there. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. This is Archon Delight. I am out. Peace.